jinn, with regards to fortune telling, remains an attractive world because you have some fortune tellers who give information which turns out to be accurate. They tell you such and such is going to happen, and it happens. So, without that, of course, nobody would bother to go to fortune tellers. So some of the things that they inform us of do take place. So where did they get this knowledge from? Well, the Prophet ﷺ, he explained concerning the jinn that he spoke about, the first type that are aerial, that can leave our atmosphere into the higher reaches, outer reaches of the universe, are able to travel at speeds Allah knows best. And they connect up with other jinns who hover near the first heaven. And when Allah gives commands to the angels, and these commands are passed down through the heavens, they are able to hear bits and pieces of information. And they relay this information down. In the process of relaying that information, comets and meteorites, etc., catch some of them and destroy them. But some information works its way down till it reaches that witch, warlock, fortune teller, whatever. And they pass that information on. Accurate information. And Aisha asked about this to Rasulullah ﷺ. Should we go to these people for the accurate information? He said no. She said, but sometimes they tell the truth. He said, it is one truth mixed with 100 lies. One truth mixed with 100 lies. That's the reality of the fortune tellers. What happens is that the fortune teller tells you one truth along with 100 lies. Now, when you hear this information, of course, it's all the same. To you, it's all the same. You don't know which is the truth and which is the lie. Right? So you hear these bits of information and you leave. Our nature is that what all we were told in that sitting goes into our subconscious. It sits in our head. When one of the things that he told you or she told you comes true, you say, the fortune teller told me the truth. Now, all of the other things that they told you, which didn't happen, you forget them. The one that you heard, which was the truth, reinforces what was already in your head. And that's why you make that connection. You say, told me the truth. So, in this way, the word spreads. So-and-so told the truth. You know, he is telling the future. Accurately, he informed me and I told you, and these things happen. So it is through this circle or this channel that information is passed on, and we become convinced that in fact they're able to tell us the truth. But the fact of the matter is that they're telling only one truth mixed with, as we said, as the Prophet ﷺ said, 100 lies. And going to them to try to get that truth, of course you won't know which is the truth. Going to them sincerely believing that they're going to tell you the truth, the Prophet ﷺ had said, that is disbelief in Islam. He said, whoever goes to a fortune teller believing in what he is narrating has disbelieved in what I brought, which was Islam. And even if we go to the fortune teller out of curiosity, we're curious, what's he gonna say? We open up the horoscope. I don't really believe in the horoscope, but I'm curious to see what do they say. Okay, you people born in July, you Cancers, don't do what you're planning to do today. It's not a good day for it. Now, if you go and you look at that, you read it out of curiosity, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, your prayers, your salawat are not accepted for 40 days and nights. Now, I know some of you already opened up the newspaper and checked it out already today. So don't think that, oh, a'udhu billah, no point praying for the next 40 days and nights then. No, it doesn't work like that. Because when we pray, two things happen. One, we remove from ourselves the obligation of prayer. There's an obligation for us to pray 5 times a day. And when we pray correctly, we earn for ourselves a reward. We pray with consciousness, not thinking about what we were doing, what we were engaged in before the prayer. Our minds are everywhere else in the prayer, flipping our scarves back and forth and up and down, etc., in the prayer, or checking our watches and checking our mobiles, making sure it's in our pockets. And, we spend the prayer in all this kind of motion and activity, and we don't even know what we said in the prayer. That kind of prayer earns you zero reward. But it does remove the obligation of prayer. Prophet ﷺ said, do not pray the fard prayer twice. You did it badly, don't do it again. Because had he not said that, then whenever you catch yourself, you try to do it again. And of course, Shaitan will tell you this was not quite right. You could do it another way. You try it again, and again, and again, and again, and you'll go crazy. So to stop that from happening, the Prophet ﷺ said, don't pray the fard twice. Boom. So, though the reward for your prayers for the next 40 days and nights will not be given to you, they have been cancelled. If you looked at your horoscope today out of curiosity, still the obligation of prayer remains for the next 40 days and nights.